Back on Sports 225, coming down the home stretch with LSU Athletic Director Joe Alleva, who's been kind enough to spend this hour with us. And we talked about an awful lot of good stuff, but not the LSU football team.
Well, I'm excited about football season. I always am. But, you know, this year I think people aren't giving us a lot of credit. And our team lost a lot of players, particularly on defense. But John Chavis has got a lot of good young players to take the places of the ones that have left. And they're a little inexperienced, but they're very talented. So I'm looking for some good things out of our defense, and I think that Cam Cameron brings a whole new dimension to our offense. He's a terrific quarterback coach, but I think where you'll really see the difference is in play calling. I think that his ability to call plays will really shine and will make a difference in our offense.
Now, there's this perceived notion, right, wrong, or indifferent, that Les Miles has always just meddled with his offensive coordinators and doesn't let them make all the calls. And he, of course, he's the head coach and an offensive guy; he can do whatever he wants. But there's this idea, and then you get this guy who is a pretty high caliber NFL guy with a very strong personality. Of course, they're longtime friends. And then there's this hope among LSU fans that everybody just leave Cam Cameron alone and let him run the offense. Now, you even though you're in the company, you're a fan, you sit up in your box, you watch the games. And, you know, I've been fortunate enough to watch once in a while with you, and I know it drives you nuts sometimes. What do you think of all that?
Well, I think that as a head coach, he always has the opportunity to change a play or to call a play. But generally, I would suspect that 90-some% of the plays, the offensive coordinators calling the plays, and I think as Les gets more and more confidence with Cam, he'll let him do more and more, and I think you'll see a much better flow to the game. I think you'll see a better flow and a better rhythm where the defense doesn't know exactly what we're doing all the time, or think they know what we're doing all the time. I think there'll be more deception and throwing when they think we're going to run and running when they think we're going to throw. That's the key to calling plays and setting up plays. You know, you call certain plays to set up other plays down the road.
And you were a quarterback, right? And
I was fortunate. I got to play in the era when coaches didn't call plays, and for me, that was the most fun part about the game, was calling your own plays. I loved it. To me, that was the best part about being a quarterback. I
never thought about that.
I wouldn't have enjoyed playing quarterback these days where coaches call all the plays.
Well, the other notion too, and certainly those of us who like the kid and LSU fans who want him to do well, is that Cam Cameron's presence will make Zach Mettenberger that much better and make him have a great final season at LSU.
I really think so. Plus the fact that he's got a year under his belt. Another thing about playing quarterback is that year experience makes a world of difference. The game will slow down for him, and he'll have a much better command of what he's doing out there.
The team is ranked 13th in the preseason. So when you say he hasn't given us a lot of credit, are you thinking, well, maybe this is a national championship caliber team, or certainly higher than 13th?
Well, on our schedule right now, I think we play 5 teams that are preseason ranked in the top 20, and I think 4 that are ranked in the top 10. I think that we have a chance to win all those games. I think we have a chance to lose all those games.
Well.
So, I mean, it depends how we show up. You know, if we show up, I think we could beat any one of those teams. But on the other hand, if we don't show up and don't play well, we could lose to any one of those teams.
Well, the national champion seems to come from your division every year, whether it's LSU, Auburn, or Alabama.
Right.
And, there's no rest for the weary there. And, people always say in every sport, every coach in every sport, in every conference, conference play is really tough. Nothing is like the SEC, and nothing's like the SEC West.
There's nothing like it.
Right.
The competition is unbelievable.
Thank you so much for spending this time. There's a lot of other things I'd like to ask you about, but I'll just have to wait and throw you the tough ones off camera.
All right.
All right.
Good to be with you.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you to everyone for watching. Thanks to Joe Alleva, the LSU Athletic Director. That's all I got. It's time to go.
All right.
All right. I'm Lee Feinswag. This has been Sports 225.
At carnival time by Baton Rouge Bay, that's the site of my story. At Spanish Town Mardi Gras, things can get blurry. See the mowers marching, prizes fill the sky. this Spanish town Mardi Gras. May it never die.